なんとか的には。英語で言いますと、なんとか wise。そうです。wise をつけるだけで、また英語のスキルが上がりそうですね。今回は超実用的な英語の話をします。日本語でもよく使う言葉ですよね。自分の感覚から見ると、もともとすっごく美しい日本語ですね。しかし、この20年間、30年間の間に若者言葉になってしまいまして、なんて言うんですかね、ちょっと変わりましたという印象があります。
俺的に、
すーちゃん的には、
ちょっとラフな感じがします。イラッとしないでね。人にはよりますけど、でもやっぱり最終的には何でもかんでも使いすぎることは良くないですね。確かに。その代わり、英語のなんとか wise。そういうのが全くないですね。流行り言葉でも何でもないです。ただただ、すごく便利な英語ですね。日常英会話のすごく役に立つと心からすごく思ってます。ちなみに単語プラス wise、その間にハイフンどうしますか？入れなくても入れても全然どちらでも正しいです。でもね、英検とか TOEFL とか TOEIC とか各テストありますよね。そのテストによって確認した方がいいと思います。特に英検がなんかそういうのがたまにありますね。So I'm going to give you my top 5 wise combinations, but I will leave a list of my top 10 combinations at the end of this video. I just couldn't fit them all in time-wise. Price-wise can be used when we're talking in regards to the price of something. Actually, there are some other wise expressions. We can also say cost-wise, money-wise, penny-wise. You may have heard of Pennywise from the horror movie It. Price-wise, it often makes sense to buy things online as opposed to from an actual store. Yep, I know I'm guilty of doing this. Sometimes I go to the shop and I check it out and then I go back home and I order online. This one is way better if you're looking at things price-wise, but the quality isn't as good. And as my mum always says, you only get what you pay for. It's 10 minutes before curtain up, and Henry, the newest in the cast, is having a panic attack. Nigel Clutterbuck, the director of the show, is trying to calm him down. I can't go on, Nigel. Henry, lovey, darling, the show must go on. Acting-wise, I know I can do it, but out with it, my good man. You're an actor, a thespian. My ex-wife is in the audience. Your ex-wife? Ooh, that nasty little piece of work. But she's a journalist. She's doing a piece on the play. She's not. She is. She's not. She is. I heard from my friend. She'll rip me to shreds, Nigel. She's going to crucify me. Well, time-wise, we're going to have to get a move on. Here, drink this. Okay then, off you go, lovey. You're going to be fabulous. Break a leg. Oh my dear God! Somebody, call an ambulance. We're talking about the weather. Now, you may be thinking, okay, I understand the meaning, but where do I put it in a sentence? Good question. Basically, you can throw it in anywhere. It's not such a biggie, but I guess people use it at the beginning of the sentence to introduce the topic or at the end of the sentence to round things off nicely. Weather-wise, the UK is one of the worst countries to visit, as the sky can be overcast for weeks on end. So I remember when I was living in the UK, you could go for 2 or 3 weeks and you never see the sunshine, but somehow kind of get used to it. Things are looking great for the weekend weather-wise. you want to go for a hike in Hakone? So there you go. If you're talking about weekend plans, you can introduce your topic of the weather by saying weather-wise. If you're a music lover, then you may have heard of the song Come Fly With Me. It was first performed by Frank Sinatra in 1958. I'll leave a link to Michael Bublé's version down in the description below. And if you're in a hurry, go to 1 minute 19 and you can see the expression weather-wise being used. This is a super useful one when you're out at dinner, you're looking at the menu, describing how things taste. Try using taste-wise next time when you're having a meal with an overseas guest in Japan. What kind of flavor is uni? Well, taste-wise, it's somewhere between fresh liver and seawater. A fresh one should taste fresh and clean. Actually, I'm not a big fan of uni, but in English we call them sea urchins. An urchin is a homeless child, so it goes around the bottom of the ocean like a homeless child, a sea urchin. Taste-wise, I'm more inclined to put ketchup on my fried eggs rather than soy sauce. How about you? So I know it's split into 3 camps. You got the soy sauce people, you got the sauce people, and you got the ketchup people. And maybe you have the salt people as well. I often have miso soup with my lunch. This is the low salt version. Taste-wise, it's not as good as the regular one, but I guess it's healthier. We're joined by Bobby McTavish, the star of today's game. Bobby, thanks for talking to us. Great game.
Cheers. I thought the boys did very well defence-wise, and we just didn't give them any chances, you know, aye.
Yes, you were looking very strong, especially along the back 4.
Aye, it's funny though, you know, because weather-wise, we were absolutely delighted. We thought the weather was going to be taking a turn for the worst, you know, with the storm approaching. But it turned out to be a beautiful day and a beautiful game of football.
But your team produced the storm of the round on the pitch.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that, but results-wise, it worked out very well for us.
So will you and the lads be having a few adult beverages this evening to celebrate?
Oh, no doubt a few will be sunk. My mouth feels as dry as a camel's. Oh.
Thanks very much, Bobby. And now, it's back to the studio. This is a useful thing if you're talking about design, fashion, or mood, that kind of thing. If you work in web design, marketing, or hairdressing, this is one that you've just got to master. If you're creating a logo for a private clinic, color-wise, you'd be better off going with something blue, green, or a soft pastel shade. Those kind of colors make us feel better. I've never seen like a pink clinic or like a bright red clinic. Yeah, color-wise, those colors don't make us feel safe.
I got my hair dyed. What do you reckon?
Color-wise, it's a good match for your skin tone, but didn't that color go out of fashion a couple of years back? Color-wise, when I'm choosing a new phone, I don't think it matters. It gets covered up by the case and no one can see it anyway. For all you busy people out there, including myself, time-wise is great for talking about making plans or putting together schedules. If you're preparing a big meeting, going on a trip with friends, or talking about the best time for everyone to get together, use this expression. I don't think we'll be able to watch a musical and go to the museum on the same day. Time-wise, it seems pretty much impossible. So are you guilty of overscheduling things on your trips? Yeah, I must admit, I'm a bit guilty of that myself. Time-wise, my boss is flat out every day with meetings and business trips. I don't know how he has the energy to play golf on the weekends. But I suppose only golfers know where they find the energy to play golf on the weekends. Yeah, it's some kind of golf thing. I'm not a golfer. As I promised in the introduction, here is the list of my top 10 something wise words. Take a screenshot. It's homework time, so I'm going to give you a Japanese sentence and I want you to translate it into some beautiful English using something wise. If you've never tried the homework before, give it a try. It's a really good way to get to know each other, and I've met some really nice people through this part of the video. Okay, so here is the sentence. クオリティ的にはこれが一番だね。Okay, so put your answers down in the, what's it called again? Thingy-bob. The comments. And best of luck.